Hello, welcome back to the Basics of Diag YouTube channel, and what we've got today is an electric window that isn't working properly. Doesn't go up or down on the switch that is in the door. It's the driver's rear that doesn't work. It does go down on the switch in the driver's door. Now obviously it is likely going to be the switch that is at fault. However, it wouldn't be proper troubleshooting if we didn't get out some form of test equipment. I'm using the graphing multimeter that's built into this scanner. So let's get started. First of all, a wiring diagram. It's a 3-wire switch, and I can see from the diagram that one wire, I think it's blue and grey, is just a supply voltage to the LED to illuminate it when the lights are switched on. Brown, I think, is ground, and yellow and green is the signal wire. So let's first confirm the blue and white wire is for illumination. Right, so I'm just grounded there on this door catch. I'm back probed into blue and white, or was it blue and grey? Can't remember. That's what we've got at the minute. If I switch the lights on, oh my god, I can't reach. We get battery voltage. If I switch them off, it goes on, off, on. So I'm happy. Blue and white is for illumination. Now, the first step I have skipped is obviously confirming the fault to you. I obviously know it is a fault, so I'll do that now. So if I press the switch, it doesn't go down. If I press the switch on this side, obviously this one goes down, so I know ignition is on. If I press the switch here and then go up, now I know some people may say, why don't you just swap the switches? And to be honest, yeah, it would be quicker probably just to swap them and say the switch works in that side, this one doesn't work in that side, it's a switch fault. But you're not really learning anything. And as a troubleshooter, little tests like this just reaffirm the knowledge that you're building. You know, signals, voltage and stuff like that. It just reaffirms it all, so that when you get a more complex issue, you've got that foundation, that basic understanding. Right, let's move along these wires and see what else we've got. Right, we're now back probed into the brown wire. Nothing happens. I'm going to move to the green and yellow and see what happens in that one. Okay, green and yellow now, and we have battery voltage almost by the looks of it. Something happened then when I pressed the switch. Or was it just my back probe coming out? Right. So obviously nothing is happening. What I'm going to do is scope the passenger side rear that I know works and see what it is that happens. Right, so now I am back probed into this brown ground with my ground lead, and what should be the sort of signal within the yellow channel. We've got the same reading on this side as the other, 10.7 volts. If I press down, drops to 0.9. get about 5 volts. Yeah, so these different voltage readings are obviously, they correspond to a different signal. That signal's being sent to the door module. So the one touch, do I say one touch? If I just, yeah, sort of manual down, 0.9 of a volt, up 5 volts, and then the one touch function drops to 4.38, was that, I think. So obviously we weren't getting any of that on this driver's rear switch, so yeah, I'm probably happy to say that the switch is at fault. But seeing as I've got them both out anyway, it would be rude not to do a switcheroo and see whether we can get this driver's window working. Right, so this is driver's switch. Passenger's window obviously doesn't work. We've gone back to no, back probes come out. Gone back to no activity on here. And then on this side, yeah. So there we are. That is this window switch issue diagnosed, troubleshot. It was a simple one, and for most sort of vehicle technicians out there, swapping the switch would be the go-to thing, would be the quickest way to get a result. But for those who, I guess, want to understand, want to know how the switch works, doing this is just the way to do it. Obviously we had 3 different voltage levels that obviously mean a certain thing to the door module. 0.9 of a volt means window's going down. 5 volts mean window's going up. And then there was the one touch function, which was happening a bit quick. If I had stopped this scope and analysed it, in fact a picoscope would probably be better. You can zoom in a lot easier on a picoscope, but we get the idea, don't we, really? Right, it is a few weeks later now than that other part of the video. I was just obviously editing it to put it together, and I thought, is there any way we could bypass this switch without removing the switch from the other side? Obviously on this car, the switches come out really easily. What if it was a vehicle where the switches didn't come out really easily? Obviously to create a voltage drop, which is what we need, because it was it 0.9 volts for the window to go down and 9 volts for the window to come back up. To create that voltage drop, we need to introduce a resistance. So what I've got is this. It's a math simulator for old vane type airflow meters. I think it has a range of 0 to 2000 ohms. I've already tried it without filming, and are you ready? Are you ready for this? If I turn the knob all the way to the max, look at that. And then just somewhere else. I promise it worked. Oh. Unless my connection's not great. I'm connected, or was connected. I'm connected across the ground and the supply. Obviously the brown wire, the green wire. Let me just try and put this back in. Let's try in. Right. Somewhere. Oh, there. Look at that. Down. Up. Down. Up. I don't know why I'm so excited about this, but there is a bypass test. Woo! There we are. So, yeah. Probably a bit extreme for a simple window switch. Most people, and in fact, probably me, would still swap a known good switch from the opposite side to this side. But yeah, look at that. Bypass. Anyway, that is this video done. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.